like a boss.
Huh. Huh. Huh.
What's going on, everybody? It's your boy BK with ICO Spotlight. Today we'll be checking out KindAds. What they're doing is advertising without the irritating ads, making ads kind for everybody. It's a very, very simple and elegant solution to a very convoluted and complex situation, especially as it exists on the blockchain. Their website, I will have a link in the description, is KindAds.io. And one of the biggest things you guys should note is this is an immediate call to action. They do have a free webinar tomorrow. You can sign up for right now on the website. The date of the webinar is May 4th, Friday, May 4th. You can sign up on the website, and when you do, it'll give you a little link right here. Click Get My Free Ticket. Just type in your email address, and I actually signed up. I will be attending it, and you can just add it to your calendar directly. So this is kind of a quick turnaround here, immediate call to action, really just to learn about their business and get more informed overall, on how the industry is being put together. When we jump over to their white paper, a few things that they're addressing. Four primary players they call in the KindAds ecosystem: users, publishers, advertisers, and partners, right? And so now I'm going to jump over to their video, and then we'll come back and specifically address their business, the business model, the industry, and the crypto market all together. Let's check it out.
Meet Emma. Emma has spent the last 15 years as a nutritionist. A few years ago, Emma started a blog about nutrition. Because Emma is such a great communicator, her blog got super popular, with tens of thousands of visitors per month and thousands more on her email newsletter. But as her blog got popular, her costs started going up. While there are lots of advertisers who would love to advertise on Emma's blog, she doesn't have the time to find these advertisers and negotiate individual deals with each one. Instead, she joined an ad network. While this did bring advertisers, the network took a big cut, and the ads were not always relevant for her readers. And even worse, some of these ads were intrusive and even infected her readers with malware. They placed annoying pop-up ads that her readers hated, and the network she joined didn't pay her for months after displaying her ads. We wanted to help Emma, so we created KindAds. KindAds envisions a world where the internet is more enjoyable for users and more profitable for Emma. An internet where quality publishers get rewarded and good advertisers find the best place to place their ads. We're building a platform where people like Emma can make more money with less intrusive and more effective advertising. We're doing this by cutting out the middleman. With KindAds' domain quality score, advertisers will know for sure that readers trust Emma, and they'll be eager to pay for ads on her site. What's more, KindAds will take no platform fees, so there's more left over for Emma. KindAds will also introduce exciting new advertising channels for Emma to use, so she doesn't have to bother her readers and followers with intrusive ads like pop-ups or display ads. For example, with KindAds, Emma can place highly relevant ads on her newsletter that her readers will love and respond to. This kind of ad doesn't detract from the user experience, but instead contributes towards it. And any of her readers that don't want ads can easily opt out with one click. And because Emma's ads are less intrusive, more relevant, and served through a more effective channel, her advertisers see better results too. It's not just Emma that we're trying to help. Her advertisers are happier, and most importantly, users get a better internet experience as well. The only person who's unhappy is the middleman. With better advertising channels and no middlemen, Emma's making more money, her advertisers get better results, and your experience is better. That's our goal, to make the internet more kind for you and everyone else. KindAds.
So there you go. It's a very, very elegant and simple concept that they're putting together. And so one of the things I think we can take a few minutes and look through is really how they're doing it. I think the biggest thing you should have noted out of that video was the fact that they do have very many partners. And this is actually down towards the bottom, the integrations. I think this is a big selling point. When you look at the other options on the blockchain, basic attention token, the Brave browser to kind of mitigate the detrimental effect that ads and interruptions have on the digital experience. These guys are actually working with the big time platforms to implement their solution. So it's called horizontal integration, where you work with your partners. You basically bypass the B2C process altogether and go B2B2C. And it actually increases the distribution of whatever solution you're offering. So, now they're a partner with MailChimp, which is the #1 email customer relationships platform and one of the top email platforms in the world for that process. And so essentially, this is what I learned working with one of these big companies is, they have what's called the golden handcuffs. Once they get enough partners in the business, then all of a sudden everybody doing business is then doing business with them. So I think it's a very, very smart business move to actually partner with all these big time platforms, because not only does it validate your product and the value that you're providing, but it also makes it very easy and accessible for that product to be accessible to the customers downstream, right? A lot of times without them even knowing it, they could just be using the product, have the benefit, using a regular platform and not necessarily know that this is the technology that's driving the transmission of that value behind the scenes. And also, I don't know if you guys recognize this, but one of those faces on that little grid right there, that guy in the middle, with the white shirt and the big smile, is a very, very, very prominent internet icon in marketing and building a business and building a brand, especially through digital space. His name is Neil Patel. I was aware of him, when I first started this whole business of reaching people through a screen and communicating and digital marketing. So to see him as one of their top advisors and evangelists is a vote of confidence in my book. As I mentioned, I will be attending, their virtual seminar tomorrow, and I encourage you all to do the same if you are indeed interested. In addition to that, they do have an active Telegram page, Twitter account, and also a few other industry specifics. This is an article from Chip-In speaking to their ICO venture. $20 million has already been raised, so they're not a drop in the bucket, one time around the block ICO. I believe they do have a very legitimate product, and if we take it a step higher and look at the industry that they will be entering, digital advertising, right? Notice this is just on general internet accessible devices. This is not specific to the blockchain, which I think exponentializes their growth factor. But just on digital ad spending, you're looking at $200 billion worldwide. When we look at the #1 advertising company in the world, I'm not sure if you guys know it, but this has been the heartbeat and the bloodline of this company since the first day that it came out, and that company is indeed Google, technically Alphabet. 30% of all their money comes from digital advertising. They are a digital company that specializes in advertising, and that's 1/3 of their business. So for these guys to put it in a very simple, very elegant solution, and then build that out through some legitimate partnerships, brand ambassadors, and put it on the blockchain, that's quite impressive. So I tip my hat to them. I recognize a solid business model when I see one, and this is one in itself, right? If we go down a little bit to this thing, this says digital ad, again, not on the blockchain, just digital in general, will grow to $237 billion by 2018. And so if this team is able to get 1% of 1%, essentially that will springboard them in the top 400 amongst the likes of Likey, Modea, Pascal Coin, you know, and a few other noticeable names on that list. Again, the biggest thing with all of this is to do your own research. Make sure you are indeed KYC compliant in your local jurisdiction, you know, and really just take a minute to understand that the entire world is indeed converting their current business model to one that uses a blockchain-based protocol. These guys are the early innovators in that space. It's a slightly different business model than, say, the Brave browser or even the Pearl browser. I think it was Pearl, one of those new blockchain, you know, tokens for advertising. And whereas they're going more of the Salesforce route, which is B2B2C, to integrate into the platform of downstream CRM, customer relationship management and marketing. And that's usually a very profitable and successful venture if you can execute it. And I think they're on their way to do that. This one will stay on my radar, KindAds.io. Again, they do have that webinar within 24 hours here, so make sure you sign up to learn more about them. With that being said, thank you again for your time today, and I will talk to you guys later. Stay cryptic, y'all. Peace.
Like a boss.
Huh?
Huh? Huh?
Like a boss.